How did it feel just to be back in the lineup last game and assess your play?
Yeah, it felt great to come back. Obviously, 4 weeks is quite a bit of time there, and I think as you get a little bit older, you want to keep the coals hot, so you never want to miss too much time. But there are some areas I was able to contribute, other areas you like to clean up, but it's never going to be perfect when you take that much time off, and just looking to build on that tonight.
Did you feel like as the game was going on, the rust was coming off?
No, quite the opposite, actually. I was off adrenaline there in the first and then started to fade a little bit. So got to do whatever I can to try and keep that intensity up there for 3 periods. And obviously that's, like I said, as you get older, maybe that's the area that you got to focus on the most, and hopefully I can do that tonight.
What is it like playing with Matthews and Marner's too? How do you add to their game? How do they add to yours?
I definitely feel like I can help those guys in a sense where, digging up loose pucks for them, getting in there on the forecheck, being physical, creating some time and space, getting to the net so they can kind of play their game and find their lanes. And I told a few people I have a lot more appreciation for some of the guys that I played with earlier in my career who did a lot of the dirty work, and it's fun being able to change things up a bit and try and help those guys out with a little bit of a different role, and hopefully we can get a little bit of chemistry and get hot.
Who are some of those guys who did the dirty work early in your career?
Well, I mean, like Dale Weiss was a really good one. I think top lines normally everyone kind of has a role. Not to say that you want to get pigeonholed in that role, but a little bit of maybe like a grinder, a passer, and a shooter, and I've the top lines I've always had success with have kind of had that, and obviously I know where I stand when I play with Austin and Mitchie. They're 2 of the best players in the league, and I'm just trying to get them the puck with time and space.
Does it help when you get back into the lineup there are 2 days before a game, and that next day soreness can maybe kind of subside, or would you rather all?
No, I needed that day off. I was in bed that whole day. It was I was feeling pretty sore, but oftentimes maybe your first one back's not as physical as that, but it was a physical game, and it's good to play an emotional one like that at first. I think it helps you down the road.
You're coming back from a long layoff. Also, Matthews has been back for 5 games. Do you notice anything different about him when you came back into the lineup playing with someone who's also, he kind of said he's also kind of getting up to speed?
He looks up to speed to me. He's, what helps with that is just being such a smart player and having smart players around you. Him and Mitchie obviously have had tremendous chemistry for so long. So I think when you do have chemistry, I don't want to say you don't have to work as hard, but there are times where you find yourself making good reads and not having to overwork and maybe play a little bit more in their end, which is obviously easier on the body than playing in your own end the whole night. So smart players always find a way to get up to speed quickly, and he's an example of that.
Matt, so a third of the way through the season, do you think the club has kind of nailed down what Craig wants on the ice, or is it still a work in progress?
No, we definitely know what makes us successful, and it's not always the result. It's about the process, and there's some games there where we started to slip a little bit, we all felt like, and maybe got bailed out by timely scoring or goaltending or whatnot, and that often is the case when you're winning a lot of games. And felt like we got a little bit back to our identity last game in terms of playing fast and physical and breaking the puck out quickly and playing more in their end than ours. And for sure everyone in this room knows what we have to do to be successful. That's makes it an exciting time of year because there's no second guessing, there's no misunderstanding of the system or what's expected. We all know what we want to do to be a successful team, and now it's up to us to go out and execute.
It's been a dog's age, but can you take me through your first goal in the sport?
Yeah.
What do you recall about it?
It was a dog's age. I had better speed than I have now, and they broke the puck out, and I think Kyle chipped it out, and I was able to get a loose puck, and if I'm being completely honest, my head was down when I shot, and just went off instincts, and a surreal feeling. High glove shot like that.
Oliver, what's the key to defending guys like Jack Hughes?
I think working as a unit of 5 and staying obviously tight to him, and like I said, be skating and have a good stick.
What's the challenge of facing the top power play unit in the league?
I think it's obviously a tough challenge, but we try to embrace it and see if we can build some momentum from killing their penalties and I think, I mean, obviously gonna have to give up some looks, but it's a matter of what you give up, and so they don't get that grade A scoring chance. But yeah, so it's a tough challenge, but that's something that we're talking about every single day before games, and I think for us it's staying out of the box. I think that's the most important thing for us right now.
Played 4 or 5 games now with Chris Tanev as a defensive partner. What's that been like the last year?
It's been good. I mean, I think Tani is helping me out a lot. I think it's very easy to play with him. He's very predictable in what he does out there, and yeah, he lays his body on the line every single night. So you want to do the same for him.
What's the message in the room too? Like back-to-back losses for the first time since the beginning of November.
Yeah, I think just getting back to the way we can play and playing fast hockey and defend well. I think that's what we're talking about. But at the same time, just take one day at a time and try to build off that. We don't look too far ahead. Just trying to be the best we can for tonight and get a win here tonight.
Has Anthony Stolar shared anything with you guys just about being here, playing at home for the first time?
No, I mean, obviously we know that he's from the around the area, but it's always for a guy that comes from Europe, don't get the chance to play at home very often. So we know that it's a special thing for him to come here tonight, and we're gonna do what we can to battle in front of him and have a good game.
Yesterday, Craig was talking about how from his forwards he likes 2 at the net, like to kind of create those greasy goals and stuff. When there are 2 guys down low, like what if anything does that change defensively for you guys?
I think it's probably getting the puck to the net a little bit quicker. And I mean, with 2 guys in front of the net, I think you gotta have a good F3 that kind of are a good option in O-zone, but also going the other way, defending, coming back, especially against a team like New Jersey. I think they're very fast, going from their D zone to offense. So that's something that's going to be huge tonight.
If you guys do have Max Domi back, what is his attitude like on the ice when he plays? Like, what does he bring?
No, he brings. I think he brings a little bit of everything. I think he's very skilled when he needs to be. Good shot, good hockey sense, and obviously play with that grit a little bit too. So I think he brings a little bit of everything, but just a very good teammate. I played with him when he first got into the league, so it's pretty cool to be on the same team again.
Okay, we talked about the Devils yesterday, but getting another day, what stands out about the challenge that they present?
They got some great players over there, with tons of speed and talent. Power play is obviously number 1 in the league. They play a good brand of hockey. They do a lot with the puck, make a lot of plays. Like I said, great speed and very good power play.
Anything you can take away from the matchup 2 months ago, or is it too far away and the team's kind of...
Well, you always look at how you played against them and what we did well and things we could take, but things have changed too, right, with their team and our team, and again, we got to check well tonight, and we got to take away their speed as best we can, and be disciplined. That's important.
Any update on guys like next on Jake McCabe?
Jake McCabe won't play tonight. Max Domi will be a game time decision.
You're expecting Jake back at some point this week, or is it kind of the day-to-day how he's feeling?
Yeah, it's day-to-day right now, but it's day-to-day. Is probably the best way to put it right now.
If Domi does get in, how do you manage someone coming back into the lineup? Does he kind of you ease him in? You kind of look at the responsibilities that he was occupying before the injury?
Yeah, for sure. Max, he'll get on the power play, and where we play him tonight, center or wing, I don't think it. We'll look at our situation and where we think he fits best tonight.
Who's going to be starting in that?
Stolars will be in net tonight.
For him, it's the first time he's going to be playing in New Jersey, which is just down the street from where he grew up. What do you think that means to him?
Well, he's excited for sure. Family and everything around here, grew up here, so he's definitely excited to obviously get in the net tonight and play in front of people he grew up with and his family and all that. So it's important for him.
In terms of Max Pacioretty, if he's on that top line again, what would you like to see more out of him this game?
I thought he was excellent in the first period. He's heavy, physical, won battles for those guys, created loose pucks for him, things like that. That's what he needs to do. And it was his first game back, so I thought that he died off a little bit going into the third period. First game back, it's expected. So, but that's what he does. He's a physical guy, big guy, good hands. So that's what we're looking for from him.
Now that they've played together for a few games, what have you made of the OEL Tanev pair?
They've been fine for me. I think they've done a good job. You got to move guys around when people are injured and people are missing out of the lineup, and so I don't see them as being an issue. I think they've been fine.
But when you watch Jack Hughes on tape, do you see similarities to Mitch Warner?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think but he's. I think he's the type of guy that's probably attacks with a little bit more speed, looking to shoot more than Mitch, I would say. Mitch is more of a pass-first guy, I would say, and looking for people that are open and things like that. But, Jack's, he's an elite playmaker, but he shoots a lot. He gets shots, too. He gets shots to the net. He's looking to shoot a lot.
Is there something you think those bottom two lines can do to generate more offense than they have?
Put the puck in the net?
What's the key for them to doing that?
Well, I think they've had opportunities. I don't think it's from a lack of opportunities. I think that they've created things. They've done a good job, like hounding in the offensive zone and being heavy down low and doing those things and getting pucks to the net and trying to score greasy goals around the net. That's how they're going to score. And they're doing a good job of getting to the net, too. Like when it goes low to high and our D are shooting pucks, they're at the net. It's just they got to dig in a little more around there and find some loose pucks and bang them home. It's it's a simple brand of hockey that they need to play, and it's not all about scoring with those guys either. Like their job is to check and to be physical and do all these other things too, and they're doing a good job of it. But we do need guys to contribute a little bit in the bottom six.